Hello friends, you can log on to primeaptacademy.com to access complete free video courses. Question says P and Q are two real numbers such that P into absolute value of Q is not equal to absolute value into Q. Alright, quantity A is P by Q and quantity B is 1. Now here if you look at it, can P and Q both be positive? That is not possible, because if both are positive, this quantity P into absolute value of Q will become P into Q, and this quantity absolute value of P and Q will become P into Q again. So, and they are equal, but for me they are not equal. So both are positive is not possible. Okay. Now what happens if C both are negative? Let us assume P is negative as well as Q is negative. So this P over here, P into absolute value of Q, will be then equal to this P is some, the best way is take some negative numbers. So assume P is equal to minus 1, Q as minus 2. If you do that, it will be minus 1 into absolute value of minus 2, that is P into absolute value of Q, which will be equal to minus 2, and absolute value of P into Q, that is absolute value of minus 1 into minus 2, that will be then also same equal to minus 2. So in that case again both are coming equal, minus 2 and minus 2. So P and Q both can't be negative together also. So P and Q can't be positive P together, P and Q can't be negative together. Now let us suppose P is positive and Q is negative. Also what you can see is both of them, any of them can't be 0, because if any of them becomes 0, this becomes equal. Okay. Now if B is positive and Q is negative, assume P is equal to 1 and Q is equal to minus 1. So this P into absolute value of Q, what does this become? 1 into absolute value of minus 1, which is 1. And absolute value of P into Q, what does this become? 1 into minus 1, which is minus 1. So here this is working. So because then 1 is not equal to minus 1. So this is one scenario, P is positive and Q is negative, for which this is true. If you check for the last scenario now, where P is negative and Q is positive, again this will work. Okay, this will also work when P is negative as well as Q is positive. So there are two scenarios they are working, when P is positive, Q is negative, or P is negative, Q is positive. So what this actually means, this statement actually means is that one of them is positive, between P and Q, one of them is positive, the other is negative. This is the only thing we know. So that means this fraction P by Q, one of them is positive, other is negative. It will be a negative number. Okay, so quantity A is a negative number, quantity B is given to be 1, which is a positive number. So that means quantity B will be greater than quantity A. So answer option B is the correct answer here. Alright.